We fall right here. Get another one of these yellow boxes. Beautiful. This guy's got cheese, yes? The world's biggest enchilada. Alright, fresh queso. Let's go turn this in. Now, the first time I played this game and I got to this point, I'm like, oh, it's going to be one of these games with all these dull little side quests to pad out the runtime. And I kind of buckled myself in for doing all these dull little side quests during the whole course of the game. What does she want now? Now she wants beans. I think it's going to be up here. As it happens, though, beans are right here. These are pretty much all the side quests in the game. You pick up all of the side quests your first time through Santa Lucida, and a lot of them you can't complete yet anyway. But this is basically it. But now she wants chilies that no one alive has ever seen. And this is like, okay, that's your clue, because this cannot be cleared yet, because we know that Juan will eventually go back to the land of the dead. And when he does go back to the land of the dead, he'll find chilies the likes of which nobody has ever seen. Have you noticed the running theme of chickens in this game yet? And them not getting eaten. I hope it's a chicken enchilada that the kitchen lady is making. I called her the kitchen lady. I could have called her just the chef. A chef is what you call a kitchen person. So that's our fast travel system, Mr. Giant Olmec head there. Eventually we will use him to teleport all over the place. Did you see that treasure box on the previous screen? Because I sure did. Can I buy any abilities yet? Yes, I can afford all kinds of abilities. So, the first thing I'm going to want is this here. And then we'll buy a stamina chunk. Stamina is more important than health in this game. We want to get as much stamina as we can as early as possible to minimize the amount of time we spend waiting for the stamina bar to refill. The trade-off of Alabraye happens to be such that, oh look, it's a portal to the world of the dead, so now we can go back and get that treasure box. Playing with Alabraye, the monsters you fight take just enough fewer hits that the extra damage that Alabraye takes ends up not mattering. Because Juan, especially in rooms with a lot of monsters where they tend to get stacked up a lot, Juan will take extra damage just because he gets overwhelmed by monsters. He can't kill the monsters fast enough. Like with Alabraye, we're killing all these skeletons with a single combo. With Juan, that single combo is just enough to put them into a state where they can be thrown. So instead of single combo, you've got to triple hit and then throw to kill even the basic skeleton. I actually really like Shtabe. I think she's an awesome character. Just look at the animation on her hair. But the butt is just not enough. The butt doesn't do anything for Juan, because Juan he has his heart set on El Presidente's daughter. So we don't need any seriously heavy petting. She'll be a boss fight later, don't worry. So you would think these guys are weaker than the skeletons. They take 2 hits to the skeletons. Well, they take 2 hits to the skeletons, 3 hits. But because they jump around so much, and because they do that like weird somersault attack, and because they're smaller targets, they're actually a little tougher than skeletons. The game also kind of throws a lot of them at you at once. So having Alabraye as a playable character, and we get to meet the real Alabraye in this dungeon, which is kind of cool. Now we want to go this way first. There's going to be a box for us to get. Yeah, there's a box. How about you jump into the portal? There you go, buddy. Oh, I gotta... Wait a minute. See, it's a puzzle. And we solved it. So because Alabraye kills faster, he actually takes fewer hits than Juan. He doesn't get overwhelmed as much. So it actually ends up not mattering, in my opinion, that Alabraye takes more damage from each hit, because he takes way fewer hits. So the way this dungeon is structured is there's two doors. There's the left door, and there's the right door. And each door has a power-up that you need to complete the dungeon. So we're going to go left, then right. Ooh, I should have timed that better. Remember what I was just saying about how it doesn't matter that Alabraye takes extra hits? And that I immediately died right in the next room? Oh, Brickroad. Why you so cray-cray? Those guys are actually, those yellow skeletons, might be the single hardest monsters in the game. Because they will dodge your straight-up combo. You've got to hit them twice, then roll with them. Oh, I guess I gotta go over this way. Oh, no, I don't. I just have to dodge that portal so I don't hit it. That's all we gotta do. Over here should be another treasure room. Oh, that's right. You can't dodge. Okay, any attacks that are burning, that are orange or made of fire, you can't dodge roll through them. You just have to deal, man. So the reason we're not going to sweat the hundo in Guacamelee is I don't know the levels well enough to get everything on the first try, so we're just not going to worry about it. I'll pick up everything that I remember, everything in my notes, but otherwise we're going to drop these guys all into the fire here. Try to not get sniped by all their bones. Huzzah! We're good. This room is, I think, the only room in the game that has, like, mimic chests. Every one of these chests, except for, I think, one of them, has a skeleton bastard in it. Let's get behind him when he does that. So you see now that enemies have polarity in this game. Enemies that are all black only show up in the land of the dead, and enemies that are white only show up in the land of the living. So we had to switch back and forth between the two in order to make it happen. So here's our next ability, and our next statue. So of course, once again, we will get yelled at by the goat. This is an ability I actually really ignored on my first playthrough, to my own detriment, because it's not as flashy as the other ones. This is all it does. That's it. It's just a headbutt. But, like every other attack, you can chain it in with all your combos and everything. And it's the most powerful single attack in the game. So you can see we can chain uppercut into headbutt for extra damage. Can I afford my next skill yet? Yes. We want to get stamina regen boosts, so anything that makes stamina come back faster is good. Okay, so that's gonna... Yeah, we want to go this way. So this is the real Alabraye, the giant dragon. He'll be a boss fight. That'll be fun for us. Uh-oh. Looks like he's awake now. Going back to sleep? Alright. Good dragon. Enjoy your nap. Oh, that was bad. So yeah, they go down to either a combo or a single headbutt. So that's pretty amazing. And this is where they tell me that fire attacks can't be dodged. And then I immediately try to dodge into a fire attack. Good thing they put some health barrels in this room. So you gotta pay attention to these armadillos, because there's actually two types of armadillos. There's a green one that does a rolling attack to the side, and then there's a... I'm sorry. Yeah, the green one does the attack sideways. The blue one actually does a jumping rolling attack at you. which makes for at least one very interesting room later in the game. Hello, Alabreye. Can I use you as a platform? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Oh, another statue that the goat was perched on top of, and I still destroyed it. Yeah, I know. You want to, let's say, get with my mother. I understand. So this ability would have been called the wall jump, but it wasn't goaty enough, so we called it the goat jump instead. And now I can jump off walls, which is good, because now that's the only other way we can get out of that room. Uh-oh. I don't think I like the sound of that. Okay. Looks like Alabreye is now free. Hey, Chicken Man. So I actually got two skills there. I got the wall jump, but I also got a wall cling. I can hold this button down and cling to a wall indefinitely, which is going to come in very useful. So they do actually make you learn all of your abilities. They do all these really cool things with rooms. I'm going to buy this health chunk just because it's nice and cheap. And because it'll get me a little bit more meter up there. Alright. They really design the rooms to make excellent use of all your abilities. And every dungeon area has rooms like this. We should probably... Do we have to come in the other polarity, I bet? And we'll do that. Oh, you know what? No, there's a portal right in front of the door. We can't go in with the other polarity. Yeah, I can't get through here without hitting that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to roll off, uppercut, jump off like that. So you see we're already stringing moves together to solve these little, like, exploration puzzles. That was not timed well. There you go, Juan. You the man. Delicious. And everything you learn in these little puzzle rooms, how you chain different abilities together, how you're never locked out of one ability while using another. The only restriction is once you use an ability in the air, you can't use that same ability in the air again. That's the exit, but I'll hit this. That's the only restriction. Once you've used an ability in the air, you can't use that ability again until you land. But I mean, think by the end of the game, you'll have so many abilities. I thought this guy was going to jump. He looked blue to me, not green. But by the end of the game, you'll have so many abilities that that restriction almost doesn't matter. And you'll see what I mean by that as we move on in the game. So, the level design... What's over this way? Do I want to do this? Up is a shortcut, right? Yeah, that's where we're going to come back. I thought so. So now... That was bad. We want to make sure to wall jump into all these portals. Brilliant! Not quite fast enough. Ooh, that combo. Right at the tip of the combo there. What are we doing in here? Opening up the shortcut from before. Okay, so now we can go back and forth through there if we want. And here's Shtabe again. She lost her pet because it woke up and ran away. And of course she's going to blame us. What do you mean have I seen Alabreye? He stands before you in all of his macho luchador glory. Oh, I guess I'm not the size of a house. I guess that means I'm Alabreye Jr. So, Shtabe is extremely upset because her boyfriend, Carlos Calaca, the man who killed us, is spending a lot of time with El Presidente's daughter. So she's really upset about that. Woo! I was facing the wrong way there. Beautiful. Can't quite kill this guy in one combo yet. So maybe now you can see what I mean by getting overwhelmed by enemies in these little combat rooms. If you let them stack up, they can really cause a lot of problems for you. So we're going to do our best to not let them stack up. Oh, I see how it is. Full combo. Headbutt. Oh, we can get him with one full combo. We had an uppercut, full combo, and then finish with a headbutt. But yeah, the first time I played this game, I didn't realize how powerful that headbutt was. And because it's not a movement ability, it doesn't have any cool movement tech associated with it. And as a result, I never used it until the very end of the game and some of the last endgame challenges. I was like, oh, this thing's actually really friggin' powerful. I should be using it a lot more than I am. Ah, Olmec's headbutt. God bless it. So this is... Tostada just shows up to kind of interrupt you every so often. That's her whole role in the game if you're not playing a two-player mode. And I think her character design just looks stupid. Like, I'm not a fan. I'm sorry. But weird mummy lady wearing wrappings. She looks like a Mortal Kombat character. Juan is by far the more appealing of the two character designs. The other thing about the headbutt is you can't use it while you're moving. In order to use the headbutt, you've got to completely let off of... Oh, portal. Hello, what am I doing? You have to completely let off of the D-pad entirely, or your headbutt will not come out. Right now, what that basically means is just nothing comes out. But eventually, once we have a move associated with every button on the D-pad, it means some other move will come out. So this is the best Mario Maker level I've ever played. Where you get the axe at the end. And I'm sure Stabe is going to blame us for that as well. Oh, okay, calm down. Wicked Witch of the West. Time to chill. Alright, so now we need to go back to Santa Lucita, now that we have all of our goodies. And I'm pretty sure the yellow block we saw coming in through here is just the exit from here. We can check our map real quick. It says we got 93% of the items. That means there's one item probably hidden somewhere in this dungeon. There are no dungeons you have to revisit. You'll never have to come... Actually, that's not true. It's true of this dungeon. Actually, it's probably true of the dungeons, but not the overworld areas between the dungeons, I would say. That you can usually get everything on your first pass to a dungeon. But, I'll tell you what, that's a good place to end the first session of Guacamelee. We've had a few adventures, we've learned a few excellent luchador moves, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Shoutouts to Dada for sponsoring this video, and to everybody who helps make my channel possible by supporting me on Patreon.